So Jack Boys 2 dropped about a week ago, and honestly this is a solid album in my opinion. I do enjoy this album, and I just think it's an overall good album despite like most people thinking it's a bad album. I do enjoy this album, but let's actually talk about what SoFaygo would actually do on Jack Boys 2. So SoFaygo would actually appear on Jack Boys 2 twice on a solo song and a Travis Scott song. But let's actually talk about the first solo song SoFaygo would actually have on this album with MM3, and this song will be so good, so hard. SoFaygo went hard, and honestly I'm not like the biggest SoFaygo fan. I'm just like a casual fan of him, to be honest. But when I heard this shit, like, what the is SoFaygo doing? Like, he's going hard on this, he's flowing hard, lyrics are hard. Just, I enjoy this song so much, and I was like, SoFaygo can have a comeback if he actually wants to and like is actually consistent. SoFaygo can have a comeback once he drops his like next song, like solo song by himself. SoFaygo has it in him. And honestly, MM3 is probably my favorite song of Jack Boys 2. It's like at least top 3 for me, MM3 by SoFaygo. But in about a week, this song would have around 8 million streams, which is honestly really good numbers for SoFaygo, because it's 8 million streams. Like, that's average is like what, 1 million streams a day. Pretty good streams for SoFaygo, like really good streams, especially like the level he's at. Even though this was on a Jack Boys 2 album, a Travis Scott album, still good streams for SoFaygo. And let's actually talk about the second time SoFaygo would appear on Jack Boys 2, which would actually be on Travis Scott's song Contest. This would be so hard. Travis Scott's chorus would be so hard, so catchy, and Travis Scott's verse would be catchy and fire. Then I was like, surely SoFaygo doesn't carry Travis Scott on this song. SoFaygo came in and went hard. And honestly, is it crazy to say that maybe SoFaygo did better than Travis Scott on this song? I'm not too sure. They both went hard. I feel like they did just as good as each other. But I do wish Trippie Redd was on this song, because this beat is so perfect for him. And when I was reacting to this album, I was honestly waiting for Trippie Redd to come on this song, because there were hidden features, and I was expecting a Trippie Redd feature, but you know, there was no Trippie Redd. So hopefully we get more Trippie Redd and SoFaygo songs in the future, because I do have some songs together from over the years. But Contest would be so good, because this would actually be the first official collab between Travis Scott and SoFaygo. So like, it's cool to see SoFaygo and Travis Scott actually collabing together, since SoFaygo has been signed to like Travis Scott for like what, 4 or 5 years or something. It is really good to see that they actually have an official collab. But in about a week, this song would have around 7 million streams on Spotify, which is actually less than MM3. Yes, the solo SoFaygo song MM3 has more songs than a Travis Scott and SoFaygo collab on this album, which is just insane how a Travis Scott and SoFaygo collab song has more streams than a solo SoFaygo songs. It just shows that SoFaygo went so hard on MM3 and that people want SoFaygo to have a comeback. And honestly, SoFaygo can have a comeback if he wants to. And talking about SoFaygo's appearances on this Jack Boys 2 album, everyone loves what SoFaygo did on MM3 and the feature on Contest. Everyone loves what SoFaygo did, and they were hyped that SoFaygo is like actually in his bag and is hopefully going to be consistent, because SoFaygo went hard. Everyone loved, or at least most people loved, what SoFaygo did on Jack Boys 2. And the streaming numbers from those two songs just proves that SoFaygo went hard. And once again, before Jack Boys 2 dropped, SoFaygo had 1.8 million monthly listeners, which is, you know, pretty good, you know, from SoFaygo not dropping that much. But now he has over 5 million monthly listeners in just a week of Jack Boys 2 dropping. Like, SoFaygo really tripled his monthly listeners within a week of Jack Boys 2 dropping, which is just crazy. And I can honestly see SoFaygo reaching 10 million streams if he starts his album rollout soon, very soon, which goes into my next question. But what can SoFaygo do next, or what should SoFaygo do next? Honestly, SoFaygo needs to go on an insane run and start the album rollout like next month in August. SoFaygo needs to drop like 1, 2, 3 singles for his album, then drop the album in like 2, maybe 3 months. And SoFaygo needs to have solid features on the album, like an Uzi feature, Travis Scott feature, maybe a John Tolliver feature, maybe a Trippie Redd feature, and like other features. SoFaygo needs to lock in and be in his bag and drop an album like in the next like 4 months max. This is the only way I see SoFaygo having a comeback and like being like, you know, mainstream, because he's not really mainstream, although he's not underground. Like, people know who he is, but he isn't like quite like mainstream level yet, if that makes sense. But this is the only way I see SoFaygo like going mainstream and like having like a solid fan base if he just bees consistent and drops an album in the next like 3-4 months. That's what I think SoFaygo should do. Otherwise, if Faygo doesn't do this, he'll just be where he was before, and like, you know, not dropping much, and like, you know, fans like unfollowing him on Instagram, and like, you know, people wouldn't want to be tapped into his music, you know. And I don't want SoFaygo to do that, because he went hard on those 2 songs, and SoFaygo can just keep proving himself on the album when he drops it this year, hopefully. It's good to see that SoFaygo is back with music, and hopefully he is consistent moving forward, because it would be fire seeing more music from SoFaygo this year. But let me know your thoughts on what SoFaygo did on Jack Boys 2. It would be interesting to see what everyone thinks of what SoFaygo did. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more SoFaygo videos. Enjoy the rest best every day and night. Check out my channel for more rap videos. Like and subscribe for more. It's been DC. See ya.